Okay. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another get ready with me video. I'm going to be answering a couple of questions from the And deck. This is the Skin Deep cards, the Self edition. We're out here in Florida enjoying the beautiful weather. It's about to get hot and steamy in here, meaning like it's very hot outside. But I did hear that drinking warm stuff in the warm weather is actually good for you because it like regulates your body temperature. And if you drink cold drinks during cold weather, that also helps with like adjusting your body temperature to the weather that the climate that you're in. Anyway, so it's been a couple of weeks since I've last like filmed an actual thing. I took some time to kind of recollect myself, and yeah, I'm really excited to be here today because I just feel like it's been time for me to transition my channel into a different like thing. What that means, I don't exactly know yet. I'm working on trying to rebrand Hello It's Angela as I'm continuing to evolve into like my mid-20s now. And also, people, let's not pay attention to my eyebrows too. I need to get them done. I've been testing out some new skincare products lately. This portion of today's video is happily sponsored by Hero Cosmetics. Hero Cosmetics is a skincare company that was founded by Ju, who's an Asian American woman, and they cater their skincare products to a lot of different types of skin. So my skin has gone through many stages of acne throughout the years. Like, I remember being in middle school when it first started. There weren't any products that really helped me deal with my acne and that were affordable, and that was the issue like growing up, because I just didn't have access to good products that did well for my skin. And especially within this last year of us wearing masks, I started to develop like a lot of maskne, and you know, it's been hard because it's not like I don't try to take care of my skin, right? I do wash my face every day. I don't go to sleep with makeup on, but it's really hard to find products that really work for you. So the two products I've been trying out lately are the Force Shield Supercharged Reset Mist, which actually has tea tree oil. It also has elderberry fruit extract and herbal toning complex, which keeps bad bacteria in check with amazing biome purifying botanicals, and you can take it anywhere with you. The other product that I'm going to be using is the Super Fuel Serum Stick. The purpose of this product is that it's supposed to nourish your skin's microbiome with probiotics, calm hydration, and barrier-loving nutrients, especially for someone who is always on the go and always going out and trying to make sure that your skin is protected. Honestly, it's really nice for someone who has combination skin, and if you're just getting into skincare and you don't want to spend a lot of money on it. I use these products on myself, and I've also used it on my younger cousin when I did her makeup for her graduation, and she loved it, and it helped her makeup stay on and made her skin feel very nice and hydrated. And it's just a nice, lightweight, on-the-go type of skincare. If you're interested in trying Hero Cosmetics, be sure to use the link in my description box and use the code AngelaShield at checkout for 15% off your first purchase. Normally I use the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist, and this is really great if you are in like drier climates. So since I came from California, it's not as humid over there as it is over here in Florida. So I've been using this to kind of just balance my skin a little bit. Make sure you don't eat it. It has like a nice refreshing smell, and it's like light, you know, versus this one is like very hydrating. It's good for when I'm in California, but when I'm here, because it's so humid already, you don't need to have like very hydrating products on your skin because you don't want to like clog your pores. And then for this, okay, all I do is I just like glide it across my skin, and I do this before moisturizer and before I put my makeup on, which honestly I have not been wearing as much makeup as I used to, which is really nice. I've been trying to like really love my natural skin more, and I grew up feeling so insecure about my skin. Like I never could leave the house without makeup on. Now as I'm getting older, and because life just gets busy, I don't have the time to just sit there and put on a full face. So I've been really just trying to rock like my natural skin more, and I'm here for it, you know? It took us a long time to get here, so this camera does a really great job at like blurring out my imperfections, but I still have scars and acne and all that stuff, and it's just skin. It's a part of you, and to me it makes you you. So I layer it on top with a little bit of moisturizer, and then I'm gonna do some sunscreen because, you know, cannot leave out the sunscreen during the summertime. And y'all know I've been enjoying the Coco Kind Daily SPF. I've been using this. It has SPF 32. Okay, so updates. How was life and all that? There's just been a lot of things going on at home. My younger sister just graduated. We've been going to a lot of graduations lately, just getting things ready for that, celebrating. And normally whenever I come back home, I'm always like very MIA. I like to really try to stay present with the people I'm around just because my time is so limited with them. And to be honest, I've been in like this weird slump of like, oh, what do I want to do next on my channel? What do I want to do with like the videos that I make? And I feel like there's always been this weird like expectation I have in my head of like, oh my gosh, you need to create, you need to do this, do that. And I started to feel really burnt out and like overwhelmed by doing that. So I took a step back. I took a couple weeks to just really recollect myself, and here I am. I'm using the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim in brown. You might hear some like lawn work happening in the back. It is what it is. This is going to be my version of a no makeup look. I have a funny story for you guys before I jump into these cards. When I first started wearing makeup, I could not afford to buy like Maybelline, like drugstore stuff. And my childhood home, we lived next to like this dollar store, and I remember like going in there with my dad and buying like LA Colors like foundation or something. It wasn't even my color, you guys, but I was so insecure about my skin and like the way that I looked. I was so young. My parents didn't really let me wear makeup like that, but I still just wanted to cover like all of the acne that I was experiencing. So I remember just going into the Dollar Tree and like buying this really cheap, not good for your skin foundation. I literally put on such a thick layer and I didn't know how to do makeup. And I just remember like looking at myself in the mirror like, huh, I'm a completely different person. Like, it's so crazy how makeup can do that for you. Makeup like can really bring the confidence out in people. You should never have to feel like you need to cater to somebody else's expectations of you. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do a full face of makeup, you go ahead and you do that, girl. If you feel like confident with just a little bit of makeup, then so be it. Let's go ahead and answer some questions. So I'm just gonna pull out a pile. Normally when you have these cards, you want to set an intention before you like pick a card. If you want to check out the first time I did this, you can check out my Christmas video from like a year and a half ago. What do others do that annoys me the most, and what does that reveal about me? It's so funny because I feel like I had this really deep conversation with my mom last night. I've always had this natural tendency to want to plan things, right? I like it when things are very organized. I like making sure that we are timely to things. I like being on time. I do like being spontaneous, but for certain things. Something that annoys me about others, and this is just people in general, is when things are really unorganized for like big events. Like that is just like, oh, it makes my skin crawl. Poor event planning or poor communication really bothers me. And so I think a part of me feels like because there's no sense of control, and if there's no constant in something, like that just makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm out of control, like everything is all over the place, and I feel very overwhelmed. Now what I'm trying to practice is like releasing this idea that I have to have control over everything and that I need to fix things. It's not my job to fix everybody's problems. You know, it's not my job or your job to owe people anything. Like, you don't owe people anything, and people don't owe you anything in general. That's like a hard life lesson that I learned this past year. When you have these really high expectations of yourself and with others, you are bound for disappointment because nothing will ever be perfect. Nothing will ever be exactly the way that you want it to be. You know, you gain some, you lose some. This whole idea of me wanting to be in control and be like making sure that everything is perfect, everybody's happy, that is something that I'm working on now. I've been using this e.l.f. brow gel, and I really like it actually. It like tints your eyebrows a little bit and like sets them in place. That was a good question, right? All right, let's do another one. I'm using some of my mom's palettes today because I didn't bring any eyeshadows. So this is the Anastasia Soft Glow. I think we got this from like Marshall's or something, but it's cute. It has like a lot of neutral colors. I think I'm gonna do burnt orange, a little bit of burnt orange and orange soda, and glistening together. That's all those three. What's something new that I can try right now? The first thing that came to my mind was like a new recipe, because I have been getting a little stagnant with okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of tempera in the corner. So I'm gonna do a little bit of rustic, and then I'm gonna do the little outer corner thing I like to do. Trying to explore new areas in Florida, or like new places every time I come home, because it's a given that I come home every year, and so I love being at home with my family, and it's always been one of my financial goals to be able to treat my family to vacation or like to experience new things with them. And I want to explore nature more and really experience new places, especially in my own city and in the cities that I visit very often, because there's always like new gems that are like coming out. So what is the one lesson or value that I want to pass to my grandchildren? There's this quote that my roommate had put on like our bulletin board. We have like this like bulletin board thing that we like to change up quotes on in our house. It describes the lesson and the value that I want to pass down so perfectly. And it says, hold on, I'm so bad at multitasking right now. Like, so this mascara, y'all, I'm using is the L'Oreal Waterproof Telescopic Mascara. I like it, I do. I always use waterproof mascara because that's the only thing that keeps like my eyelashes up. Yeah, it's never perfect, but here we are. I remember what I was gonna say. So there's this quote. The quote is, if it's love that you want, then become it. And my parents are very, very loving people. Like, they will give from the good of their heart, even if they don't have much. And that's the value that I want to instill in my grandkids, is that if it's love that they are seeking, they must give it in order to receive. Unconditional love is really hard to come by, especially in people, and you cannot expect that from anybody. But what you can do is you can express that within yourself, you can express that to others, and always coming back to this whole idea of love and being open to it, being open to receiving it and giving it, is something that I want to share with them. Because anything materialistic or tangible, it will always come and go, and everything is temporary. Time is short. And so when you spend a lot of your time hating, grieving, holding grudges, being angry, like, that time is wasted. Not wasted necessarily, I think when you always do things from love and you come from a place of love, that is very powerful. That is what gives you... Okay, we're gonna do the rest of this voiceover. I'm gonna do the concealer. Okay, while I'm putting on my concealer, basically I was trying to say that like love and self-love and doing all of that, that's what gives you peace, inner peace, and that's so important to have before you expect it from somebody else. You have to look within yourself first. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, anyways, I'm blending out this concealer. Love this Makeup Forever concealer. I'll link it down below. Check it out. So we're gonna finish this video here. Don't mind the people cutting the grass in the back. But as I was trying to say, finding love within yourself before you give it to others and continuing to do that in every stage of your life, I think that's a choice. Love is a choice, right? I say that because recently I had this epiphany with you know, a family member that I had no longer spoken to. Relationships are very complex. It's a 50-50 way street. Like, it's two people coming together, and it's two people willing to work together and put in effort in order to keep the relationship going. That's why it's so important to really think about the people that you surround yourself around. Do they make you feel loved? Do they make you feel cared for? Are you sharing love with them? Okay, I'm gonna do my faves, my cream blushes. I always mix these two. These are in Storm and Dawn. I love looking like I'm a little sunburnt. Dior like lip glow thing. Everybody in our family uses this because it's really nice. Probably the only luxe thing I have in my makeup bag, honestly. I like it because it gives your lips a tint, and based on your skin tone, it kind of like adjusts to your skin tone. Okay, I really got to get out of here right now. But to top off my whole makeup situation, we did a little bit of highlight. Everything's glowy. I'm gonna curl my lashes one more time and do one last coat of mascara. This format is like my favorite way to do videos, so if you want more chit-chatty videos like this, let me know. If you want to check out the and cards, link in the description box as usual, and I will chat with you all very, very soon. I gotta go.